have the capacity and the privilege of talking to these four great people is just something we are delighted about. And we also hope that what it will do is, I suppose in some ways, expand all our knowledge of consent.
I think when we set out to make normal people, it was very obvious to us from the beginning that this question of how to handle what was like very kind of, where sexuality and sexual intimacy were such deeply kind of central parts to the novel. And I didn't want to do a kind of coy, sort of let's allude to it, but not show it. I wanted to be able to show what was happening between these two people in a really truthful way, and still do that in a way which wasn't exploitative, either prurient for, or titillating for the audience, but also safe for the actors. But we didn't.
A storm, it's bizarre. Actually, it's 29 years ago. But in some ways, it feels more like 129 years ago, because, I was condemned for depicting domestic violence in a country where there wasn't any.
Yes.
There was early days, there was explaining the process, and I had a first AD saying, "Oh, I like the old days when the axes were the walking meat."
Big shift. To go back to your Me Too question, in that there's more an awareness of power dynamics and how those dynamics can be abused. And there's more of a platform for women and people who have been abused generally to speak out than there would have been, say, 20 years ago, for sure, when I was a college student. But really, this is about stuff that's been going on for decades or centuries. So I think
it's a real change kind of either has to come from the ground up, which is the marches, or you rely on pushing the political class to kind of keep doing the right thing.
There'll always be characters who don't understand or don't want to understand consent. I think to try and, the danger would be that if we decide, no, we'll only have the right type of people in the books, that could be, in many ways so wrong, and it would actually just cause more damage to anything else.
The intimate content that goes out there is helping people to know that they're normal. It's right and proper to have fantastic intimate content, but for us to bring normality in and for it to be, but the joy of that.